I want to tell you that on behalf of the people of Kenya, today, as I stand here as president and leader of our great nation, to the people of Kenya, in northern Kenya, for this marginalization, I want to apologize on behalf of the nation of Kenya. Poleni sana ndugu zetu. It was never meant to be this way. And as my brother governor has said, this has been a very emotional moment for me.
Yes. After that, he went on to speak for quite a while with regard to some of the instances of marginalization and exclusion, especially when gaining government documents, the IDs. How significant is that for someone who was born probably in any of the 3 counties of the Northern Frontier? Because many people, especially those who come from these other sections of the country, do not understand that.
I think the document registration of either birth certificates or passport or IDs, people were getting them, but at a higher cost. There was a lot of bureaucracy that was involved. Now that the pronouncement of the government has come, it has eased not just the identification access, but even the processing period. Okay? I lost my ID, I went to Huduma, I replaced it. I was told it's going to take a month. Okay? But if I was to pay, it was going to take 7 days.
Through the normal proper channels, yes, or through the back door?
Even the normal channels have other normal channels.
Kindly expound on that.
What I'm saying is, there is something I want to say that has been bothering me. Ruto is not the problem in this country. The system that produced him is the problem. Ruto came from a country. He came from institutions. He came from a system that was born before him. And the atrocities committed in Mandera was committed in Kisumu in 1969. So these atrocities, some might be louder than others. But when the president and the deputy president argue and then security opens fire and then kills 100 people of Kenyans and then women and children, there's problems everywhere. In Nairobi today, people are still being killed. You have seen a police officer who shot someone in Garissa. This is a systemic problem. Okay? So I chose to stay a month. I'm carrying my passport. But how many people can do that?
I'm waiting for your national ID.
I'm waiting for my replacing. It's not a new one. This passport I'm carrying today, when Matiang'i was the...
Did this have anything to do with where you come from, or is just the normal bureaucracy in office?
Do you know even other Kenyans pay money for... I mean, if you ask my friend, people from Kisumu, they still suffering like us accessing these documents. If you go to Nyayo House, I mean, the population of northern Kenya is maybe 2.5 million. What about the other Kenyans? They're still suffering. The poverty level in Bomet is about 48. We might be louder than in some project, in some events, but the Kenyan problem is a systemic problem. Now, the issue of access, there was no goodwill from the government. As my colleague has said, the people of this country were asking, what is the cost of developing northern Kenya? But they were not asking, what is the gains that Kenyans, if they opened up 1960, we will have more doctors, more engineers, more teachers going to northern Kenya. I mean, I come from a family of Kemal Harding. I had the opportunity to go, but I suffered. The things that would have taken me 5 years took me 15 years. Accessing education, going to university, accessing a job, all these things. So, and it's the same everywhere. I was in Kapedo, I was in Baringo, I was in Samburu, I was in Elgeyo Marakwet. Kenyans everywhere, especially in rural Kenya, suffering. So access now, the pronouncement by the president echoes the historical injustices within the system of security. Because if you go to Garissa Bridge, even the way the police officer from other parts of Kenya speak to you, unless the moment they see the resemblance of either education or some good English or law or journalism, they back off. But the way they treat the ordinary person, you will see that, is this a police service or what are they? Because the essence is not to safeguard the law. Believe you me, if someone wants to bring a bomb to JKIA, he only needs 1 million Kenyan shillings. Because the system is rotten. How do the people from Sudan, the people from Ethiopia, the people from Congo or DRC or everywhere else access our IDs? It's because somebody somewhere is taking a bribe. And that's the same in northern Kenya. So what the other Kenya needs to understand, that we have ethnic Somalis in Kenya who are Kenyans that live in the biggest region. That we are not going anywhere. We are not a guest to anyone. We live in this country. If the system chose to marginalize us, we refuse to die. We refuse to give up, because we were born from the camel herding behavior of being a very resilient society. But don't forget, we have a Somalia that is our neighbor, almost 16, 17 million. We have Djibouti that is almost 1 million. Those are Somali-speaking people. We have in Ethiopia about 8 million. From where I sit, that is a business and economical opportunity for northern Kenya. Mogadishu is 490 kilometers to Mandera. Nairobi is 1,050. So it's cheaper to bring goods from Mogadishu than Nairobi. Now, if the Kenyan government and the Somali government, I am not saying we should compromise ourselves. I am not in any way saying a person who was not born in this country should get IDs. No, because that's a security threat. I studied government. I know the risk later. Okay? IDs or registered birth certificates or any citizenship in this country, how it can be received, it's explicit in the Constitution. You're either by birth, your parents were born here, you are naturalized, you are married, period. But now there is another avenue developed by the system. I told you the other way. The other way is through corruption. And corruption is the biggest elephant Kenyans need to know. How are we going to deal with it? Right. And that has to do with the character the system created in 1963.
Yes, and the president